Hey guys, it's Niki Jabbour for Lee Valley Tools, and today I'm going to divide some perennials. So this is a perfect day to divide perennials. It's a bit damp, it's a bit rainy, and there's less stress on the plants. So if you can, choose a day that's overcast or rainy to divide your plants. And if you think about it in advance, give them a good watering the day before. It'll also help reduce stress on the plants. Now this is a little perennial pollinator patch I have outside of my vegetable garden, but one of the daylilies in back, it just really didn't flower very well this year for me. So I'm going to dig it up and divide it and then replant the smaller pieces. So you know what? It's time to learn how to divide perennials. Dividing overcrowded perennials like this daylily is a great way to stimulate new growth and encourage bigger and better blooms. Perennials are plants that come back year after year, but after 5 or 6 years in the garden, they can be overcrowded and develop bare patches in the middle of the clump, or you may notice fewer and smaller flowers. That's a clue it's time to divide. Dividing your perennials also gives you more plants. You can put them in your own garden beds or share them with friends and family. So when is the best time to divide perennials? Well, that depends. For flowering perennials, it's best to divide them either before or after they've flowered. Fall flowering perennials are divided in spring, and then they have the whole season to grow and recover. Spring and summer flowering perennials are divided in fall. This is best done, though, at least 6 weeks before the ground freezes, so the plants have time to set new roots. When you're ready to divide your perennials, grab a spade or a garden fork and dig around the entire plant. Once you've dug up the clump, place it in a wheelbarrow or on a tarp to confine the mess. And if it's a really big, dense clump like an old hosta, you might want to cut it in half with your spade first to make it easier to divide into smaller pieces. There are different ways you can divide up an overgrown clump of perennials. You could use 2 pitchforks back to back to ease them apart into smaller pieces, or you could even use your fingers if they're not too tangled and break them off into smaller chunks to replant. Or you can use a gardening knife to cut through the root ball and make it quick and easy to divide. If I'm not going to plant my divisions right away, I'll put them in a pot with some soil and keep them well watered until I'm ready to plant or share them. But if I'm going to put them in my garden, I like to dig the holes in advance so that as soon as I divide the plants, I can pop them in their new home, firm the soil lightly around them, and give them a good watering.